Let's have a look on the charts for the previous week, the one I had shared, the one I had uploaded the video with. So let's have a look and see how the market played out before we do our fresh analysis. So we have to first check on the dollar index, that is the DXY. As the dollar gives us a guide on what we can expect from majority of the US related pairs or the USD related pairs. The dollar is the key. Still loading, it's still loading, so you can have a white. So if you remember correctly, I shared in the last week's or the previous video on the weekly market focus, you saw that I was expecting the market to either respect this one and go up, or come fill this gap and then go up. The market came for the to fill the gap, and then the market started buying, which is very right. Let's check on gold. What happened? Let's check on what happened on gold. Let's see what happened on gold. Let's see what happened on gold. Gold, man, things went crazy. So if there's anyone who took our first trade there and hold up to this level, they had 2,700 pips for the second entry. For the second entry, it was 2,391 pips. The third entry, which was now the one for last week, where the market did not go to the first level or the extreme level where I expected it to give an entry, but now for the guys who are in the WhatsApp group, I gave them this entry. So for those who got that one, they had 1400 pips and above. Yeah, so it was a nice week. Let's check on the pound as well. GBP USD. GBP USD. For this one, the market played out very well as well. I had shared this one. On Sunday we had this. The market dropped very well. In course of the week, we had some the pound. We had the interest rates on the pound. I gave the signal and expected buys on that. The market played out very well. Then you can see the market went up back to the entry, and currently this is now where the market is trading at. So we can now have a fresh analysis and see what we are expecting this coming week. So we are going to start with the dollar index, as it's very key, into analysis. So we will do a fresh analysis. It's going to be nice. So we start with the monthly time frame. So first I'll mark my eye over here. I have that eye as well. I'm going to mark this one. We had an imbalance here which was respected, and since then is now where the market has been pulling up. We are headed towards the end of the month. Actually, that will be, is it next week? But next week, after this week, the following week is when the month is going to end. So I've marked the low of last month but one. This is the candlestick of last month, so I've marked the low of the candlestick of last month but one, because there is a possibility this market is going up to this level and then maybe give a short drop before we can continue going up. As we go down the time frames, the market is now going to give some sense. So let's continue dropping and see. How things are unfolding. Now, coming to weekly time frame, you can see in the previous weeks the market has been bullish, very much bullish, giving us series of higher highs and higher lows. So I can mark the high of last week. I can mark the high of last week, and also I can mark the low. I can mark the high and also the low. So now with this, now I already have my playground. So probably what I can expect, first, if you check here, we had an imbalance over here. The imbalance here, the market filled it and then it went past it, and you can see after doing so, you can see the market is now, the market gave a pullback. So in the coming week, what I can expect the market to drop. I believe in the lower time frames you're going to get the potential area, or the demand area or support area where the market will be dropping possibly too, and then from there we can continue looking for strong DXY. So on the weekly time frame there's nothing much. Let's drop to daily. Maybe the daily time frame will be communicating now to us something. Now coming to daily time frame, if you open your eyes very wide, you will see the market had formed an inverted what? An inverse head and shoulders. Then the market moved impassively and now it's trying to do what? To do some consolidation. So I can expect the market to come to where we had the low of last week, and then from there we can see the market continuing to go up. So that is from the daily time frame perspective. Let's see what 4-hour time frame has in store. Let's see what is there on the 4-hour time frame. So coming to 4-hour time frame, you can see this is what the market is doing, and this is a flag. This is a possible bullish flag. What we have here is a possible bullish flag on the 4-hour time frame. So this is it. That is how the 4-hour time frame looks like. And with that, with this, I can now check below there and see we had that order block. So this is where I can possibly wait for the market if it drops further. The first point will be around here. That is now where we had the low of last week. Then past that, I'll wait for the market here, and that is going to be my take on the DXY based on my analysis from monthly to 4-hour time frame. Maybe let's see what 1 hour got for us in store. Coming to 1 hour time frame, you can see there's nothing much. The market has been dropping, and this is what the market was doing during the last hours of last week. This is how the market was trading. The market was trading inside this, which is a possible bearish flag. Why am I saying that? You can see the market was dropping impassively, and then it started doing what? It started consolidating, and now there is high probability it might drop to this level, or coming in here. Let me show you something else in there that is now on the 1 hour time frame. Now if you check well on the 1 hour time frame, you will see here we have this kind of a zone, and also it happens to be an order block and also an imbalance zone. So I'll use the imbalance and order block to do my things here with it. So I'll use that one. So if the market is to respect that, we will as well have an inverted what? An inverted head and shoulders on what? On the 1 hour time frame, which gives us potential what? Potential buy. So we first have to wait and see how the market is going to behave once it hits this zone. But it will depend on the market open. How is the market going to open? The market might open with a gap, or normally. So once the market opens, first observe how things are before you enter into the markets. Now let's go to the GBP USD. Let's go to the GBP USD. For the DXY, I have shown you the potential points. You can watch the market before you take your buys, right? So let's just be patient. Patience is very key in this industry. Now let's check on the GBP USD. GBP USD. Let me use Oanda. It's been a while. So we start with the monthly time frame. Alright, now coming to monthly time frame, you can see this is where the pound has been rejected severally. So this one happens to be a very strong resistance. Also I can mark this low, sorry, the high of the previous month, but one. So with that one is okay. Then we can drop to weekly time frame. We can drop to weekly time frame. Excuse me. Alright, sorry about that. Let's continue. Now, as you can see here, this is how the market is behaving. So there is still high probability that we have seen the market come there, drop, come to this level, and now it's dropping. So you might expect the market to drop to this level, or here, then we can continue doing what? Buying is an inverted what? Inverted head and shoulders pattern. But where we can first have our watch is this level. So as you can see, last week the market was very bearish. It went up, yes, but it failed to do what? To take out the high of the previous week. So if you check on this, you can see we have lower highs and also lower lows. They are so I can mark the low of the previous week and also the high, and according to that we can clearly say, basing our determination of the trend on the weekly candlesticks, we can say we are what? We can say we are in a downtrend, right? Now, so if we are in a downtrend, what is possibly likely to happen is that the market now will take out the low of last week. This is a weekly time frame. So let's drop to daily time frame. Let's go to daily time frame and see. Alright, so coming to daily time frame, you can see clearly the market is trading in here, which is now a possible bullish flag. That's why I've shown you on the weekly time frame that there is a possibility that the market is giving now an inverted what? An inverted head and shoulders. So this is what you can see on daily time frame. So let's see whether the 4-hour time frame has something different or making more sense. So coming to 4-hour time frame, you can see the market has gone up, came down, went up, and now dropping. So these are possible double top. If that's true, then this double top, we can expect it maybe to push the market to this level. Remember, on the other side, the higher time frames are showing that the DXY is still very bullish, but we expect some retracements first before we continue with the bullish DXY. So as well, we need to be very keen here. market might have come to this and then do what? First go up before dropping. So we need to first observe how the market is going to happen tomorrow before we can now start executing, right? That is for our time frame, and maybe let me see 1 hour if there might be anything of importance. So now coming to 1 hour, the market can show you something else. These are the head and shoulders, which is kind of hidden. You can see the market dropped. Currently what is happening is kind of pullback, so we can expect the market to still drop. The market has reached this imbalance. We have another block, so it might go up further to occupy the entire order block. It might go up further, so let's wait and see. Let's wait and see what happens. Yeah, let's see what happens tomorrow. But high probability we are going to be on sales in this, but we first have to wait and see how the market opens. Let's check on our last pair, which is gold. Let's check on our last pair, which is gold, and see what we can expect from the market this coming week. For this month, gold has been very bearish, which is good. Gold has been very bearish, so what we'll do, we first mark the high. Let's just mark the high of this month. Let it be that way, and come here and mark that one. Yeah, that law was already respected, but I have marked it, no problem. So on monthly time frame there's nothing much. Now let's come to weekly time frame. As you saw that last week the market was very strong. We had this imbalance over here. Which the market filled and it went past it. So by so doing, we have we had now to shift our focus on this order, on that order block. So my focus this week will be here. If I am to take gold buys, the market has to first do what? The market has to first come to this before I can look for some buys, maybe to that level, and then continue with our sales, right? Yeah, excuse. So let's continue. That is for gold on weekly time frame. Excuse. Sorry about that. Let's continue so that we may conclude this. You can see gold. Excuse. Sorry. So let's continue and conclude. You can see on the daily time frame we have a very clear double top on gold. This one, and the neckline there. The market dropped, came back, retested the neckline very well. So you can expect the market now to drop to this one. But if you check here, you can see we have that imbalance. So that is now the lower part of the zone. So that is what we can expect. That is daily time frame. Let's drop further. See 4-hour time frame. Now coming to 4-hour time frame. There is something very interesting of gold. initially we had this the market was trading here, then the market broke out. The market broke out of this channel. The market broke out of this channel. The market broke out of this channel. So now, after the market broke out, it dropped and respected an imbalance over here, and then you can see now it's trying to push what? It broke out, then came back to this, and you can see now the market is trying to go up. So what the market is doing, maybe I can expect it now to either drop from the current level to where we are expecting it, and then we can go up, or it can just continue going up without coming back. It can just continue going up, go above these equal highs over here to clear liquidity, and then come to this. We have this order block over here, we have an imbalance above there. So let me mark those two key levels or points of interest. We have this one. The first one is here. The first one is here. That's the first one, and the other one I'll focus on the 50% of this imbalance. Focus on the 50%. So that's where we have the 50%. So those are the two areas I'm going to focus on. If the market will continue to buy tomorrow or Tuesday, I'll focus on those two areas, this one and this one. So that if the market comes there, I can continue with my sales. And if it look left well, you will see we have an head and shoulders pattern. So it's very much likely to happen. All of this to be our left shoulder. So let's see how the market plays out. Coming to 1 hour, let's see whether the market has something. Let's see what the market has. So now on 1 hour, there's something very interesting where the current market is at. That is going to be a very key level or a determinant, because now if the market respects this, we will see a drop. If it does not, we will see the market continue going up, and if it goes up, is now where we can target the zones above there. But now if it respects, you can see if that one happens and market respects this, we will have an head and shoulders pattern here, so we can expect further drop. So we have to wait for the market open and see how things are going to really unfold. So that's it for today from me, guys. Thank you for your time. Don't forget to like, comment, and also share. Is your mentor signing out. See you next time. Goodbye.